Now, the first stop is going to be the Universal Plaza because this morning Universal is going to show off the coaster car for Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift, at least one of them, one of the Dodge Chargers, and how exciting. And there you have it. This is your first look at one of the official coaster cars for Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift, opening up at Universal Studios Hollywood in 2026. Look at this thing. This looks so darn good. It's definitely up there, top 10 best looking coaster cars that I've seen for a roller coaster. And thanks to Universal, I was able to get a really up close and personal look at this. And you can bet I spent a lot of time looking at this. Everyone else was distracted by the other things for Mega Movie Summer, but I was paying all the attention to this coaster car. You could see that the coaster car holds 4 people each, and I'm sure there's going to be a few of these linked up to a train. I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5. I'll have to look at the concept art to confirm that because Universal did release some concept art. I believe it's 4 coaster cars, but yeah, 4 people sit in each car, and we have lap bars very similar to those that you'll find on Velocicoaster. Universal confirmed a while ago that there's going to be some onboard audio, and yeah, we got a chance to see that as well built into the seats, and there are a lot of speakers on board. There are 2 speakers at each headrest, and there's also a few subwoofers built into this entire car. So it's going to be loud, which is going to be awesome because, yeah, I mean, the Fast and the Furious franchise is all about that, right? Fast cars, loud music. It makes sense. I'm also loving that both the taillights and the headlights illuminate. So at night, this is going to look really, really fun. So here's to hoping that the park stays open late some nights next year because, even during Halloween Horror Nights, could you imagine, like during Halloween Horror Nights going down the escalators, you're going to see those cars just flying through the course because you'll be able to see the headlights and the taillights. And I wonder if the taillights will illuminate even brighter when it hits like a block break section or whatever. Like that would be pretty cool. Now, because the coaster car is so large, I think these cars are going to really distribute weight pretty well. I don't think we're going to have an issue with that. And that's a good thing because as you're traversing the course, that might mean less bumps. So this could result in a smooth ride just because of how large the coaster car is. Overall, they did such an amazing job on these trains. And huge shout out to those that manufacture and engineer them because this is definitely the newest model. This is the latest of the latest. And you can tell, I mean, everything looks so darn good. And I tried to get as many shots as I could of like the innards and the restraint system for all of you because I know a lot of you are interested in that. And yeah, overall, I cannot wait to sit in this. I'm excited to see how comfortable it is. It looks really comfortable. I think it's going to be very much like Velocicoaster and maybe even Stardust Racers, even though that's a different manufacturer. I think it's going to feel just like those 2 coasters. Now, one more thing I wanted to point out that was very interesting in the driver's seat, or at least what would be the driver's seat here in the United States, there's a little button in front of you. And I'm wondering if that is an interactive button where at some point in the ride, they mention of hitting that button. And once you hit it, maybe something gets activated, or I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. But very similar to what we've seen on Hagrid's over at Universal Orlando Resort. They have a little interactive button for those that are sitting in the motorcycle. So yeah, maybe we have something similar here on Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. And it wouldn't be a day at Universal talking about Fast and the Furious without checking up on the coaster itself. Now, I just did a video on the construction progress. Our main focus was the push-pull test, which is happening right over there. You can see that they've been moving their way down the course in reverse. So yeah, if you haven't checked out that video yet, I highly suggest you do. Because I'm not noticing any changes today, aside from just a lot of work happening on the sound wall. Yeah, the coaster itself Nothing major. Still looking as good as always. Now, since Universal has released some concept art, we now have a better idea of what the front end of this building is supposed to look like upon completion. And remember how I was always talking about how, like, maybe they should do something to the front, put some artwork on it or marketing or whatever to just break up all of the brick? Well, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna spray paint, it looks like spray paint at least, some graffiti art on the front that'll say Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. So that will look really cool. And yeah, it'll break up this building a little bit, because right now the building it has just one look to it. And then right about here, it looks like in the concept art there's gonna be an archway. So that might be where we enter the attractions queue, and then we'll walk to the building, because then on the other side of the structure is some outdoor queue. So this right here might be the main entrance with the marquee sign right there. And then yeah, we'll go inside the building, and then obviously if the line's really long, we go out into the extended area. But if it's not, then maybe we stay inside the building. And then it looks like some more palm trees are gonna go on this side as well. Now in the official concept art, Universal also was giving us a look at the Scream Shields and what those were gonna look like. Now right here, I'm standing by the escalator that will take you down into the lower lot. And this is a location where they're gonna have that Scream Shield. So yeah, in the concept art, they show how large it's gonna be. And yeah, this is not some tiny thing. It looks just as big as what we have already here over the escalators as you make your way down into the lower lot. So this is gonna be a very big structure. And I'm sure here very, very soon, we'll start to see the beginning stages of that installation. Now, aside from the concept art, another little fun fact that we learned about today was the coaster's speed. We didn't get every single stat on the coaster, but at least we got the speed, and that is going to be 72 miles an hour, which makes it the fastest roller coaster in all of Universal's portfolio. So that includes all the roller coasters in Orlando and around the world. Universal Studios Hollywood will have the fastest Universal roller coaster. And that is so crazy. Who would have thought that Universal Studios Hollywood was going to be getting a roller coaster like that? So yeah, 72 miles an hour is where it peaks at. And I'm thinking that the 72 miles an hour is going to be after the dive loop. We're going to need a lot of speed to get up into that stall element. And that's probably where we're going to be getting that 72 miles an hour. That launch coming out of the dive loop is going to be incredible, because if you've been on Velocicoaster, that second launch on Velocicoaster is so much fun. So I can only imagine what this one's gonna feel like here on Fast and the Furious Hollywood Drift. And going into that stall, we might feel some serious forces going into that stall at 72 miles an hour. We're not gonna be, at the peak at 72 miles an hour, but hitting the S-bend into the stall is gonna be so nice. Checking up on the coaster car that's being pulled through the layout right now. Yeah, this one I believe is wrapped in camouflage. I've had a few people say like, oh, is that just a zebra car? No, I don't think it's gonna be a striped car like that. I think this is camouflage, similar to what car manufacturers do when they're testing out new vehicles, because you can see in the back there, now that we have a better view of the taillights from the car that was revealed this morning, you can see that those are all covered up. So this is probably all camouflaged. And look at that, we still have the same setup there in the front with that interactive button and all the little bits of theming. So yeah, this car is slowly making its way in reverse around the layout. The other day it was closest to the brake run, and now it's inching its way closer to the last inversion of the ride. It's so cool. And now, since Universal has officially shown off the coaster car, it's a really great day. We have Chrissy here to tell us like everything we need to know about the coaster.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Smiles here. Yes, I'm representing the Roller Coasters. We are the #1 construction site when it comes to building roller coasters, riding the movies. That's what we do.
I'm about to say, you guys are very active today too.
Oh my gosh, yes. My team is in full throttle right now, full throttle.
Oh,
I say that because we got cars.
That's right. Yeah, in which we did see one of the cars this morning at the event, and it looks so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are doing such a great job. I mean, did you design it yourself?
I mean, I did work on some stuff, yes. Do you want to see one of the things I worked on?
Yeah, I would love to.
Okay. I'm very, 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 very proud of this, okay? So we're working on the last moment of the roller coaster, okay?
Okay.
So it's going to be like a hill, a
Yep.
little small loop, and then drop you into a pit.
Oh,
now,
dang.
I can't tell you what's going to be in the pit, okay? It could be anything. It could be fire. It could be ice. It could be water. Somebody said they wanted to put a shark at the end.
I mean, hey, it's the 50th anniversary of Jaws. It would make sense.
Thank you. That was kind of what we were thinking, you know? So we wanted to have a big finale. I mean, it's Fast and the Furious. It's got to be on a furious level, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And, I mean, Hollywood Drift. Hollywood does everything on a big bang level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
we're excited.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm excited to ride this. I cannot wait. And what do you got on the front page there? Can you give us a little more information?
Just my regular checklist. You know, we have the safety tests that I have to do. I have to check the wall because we have a perimeter around the wall, and people are always trying to climb over it so they can see a little sneak peek into the roller coaster.
Oh yeah, like me. I'm doing that every week.
And
what else we got?
And then I just check the width and the height of certain things, you know, and other things I'm going to do. I'm going to be checking for our brakes because I'm the safety supervisor, so I have to make sure all of our workers have the amount of brakes that they have. Sometimes they take too many brakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Because on Wednesdays is Donut Wednesdays.
Oh
and
no.
So we get the donuts from Springfield.
Yep.
And we have a good time. We chow down, but sometimes they chow down a little too long. And I'm like, come on, guys, let's get back to work. We have a deadline to meet.
That's right, 2026.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, guys, it's around the corner. Come on.
Yep.
But when they eat all those donuts, all they want to do is sleep.
Yeah, hey, I don't blame them though. You know, and it's a lot of hard work. I mean, look at this. This thing is insane. So.
I know.
But I'm glad you're out here. I'm glad you're, you guys are working hard, and it's looking good so far. So shout out to you. Yeah, shout out to you.
You going to be here day one?
Oh yeah, you know it.
All right, I'm expecting to see you.
Okay.
All right.
Now, since there aren't any crew members up there, I can get a really good shot of the undercarriage for that coaster car. And you can see that giant disc that we're essentially going to be moving on because this will be a controlled spin coaster, similar to Cosmic Rewind. But yeah, look at all the mechanics underneath that coaster car. There's a lot going on underneath there for all my engineering friends. It looks so good. And I'm thinking right there too, we also have a big metal piece for the magnetic fins. So yeah, it's looking really good underneath. Now down here in the lower lot at Jurassic World for the Mega Movie Summer, they've turned on all the water effects. And boy, oh boy, do you get soaking wet. Perfect, because it gets really hot here in Southern California. So this is very welcome. And they also have installed these water sprayers that you do have to pay for, unfortunately. I wish they were free, but you do have to pay. I'm going to see how much they are. I think they're like $1 or $2. And you could spray people while on the boat. They're not turned on right now, but I'm sure here in the next couple days they'll get them turned on and you could get people even more wet. Now, as I'm making my way back upstairs, I forgot to mention that there is a really cool photo op down there by Jurassic World to promote the new movie. So when you're down there enjoying the attractions, don't want to forget to snap a photo in front of that. It's actually really well done. And on the escalator, I was able to get a really good view, again, of the underside of that coaster car. And crews are up there right now, so that means that they're going to resume the push-pull test. And remember, this is going to take a few weeks. So if you do want to see this, yeah, you got plenty of time to see this too, because I don't think they're going to start full-on testing with full trains until another, month or two, because this is going to take them quite some time. They have to go inch by inch throughout the entire layout with the car that's up there right now. Now, all this walking around is getting me a little hungry, and I gotta get something in before I go to the gym later, so I decided to head over to Hollywood and Dine, which is all decked out for Jaws' 50th anniversary, and I was able to grab a chicken and fish basket. So it's chicken tenders and beer-battered cod with some French fries and lemon. Yeah, this looks good. I'm always a fan of fish and chips and chicken tenders. You can't go wrong. And in addition to the chicken and fish basket, they have like a lobster roll, they have a plant-based item, they have specialty drinks that are non-alcoholic and do have alcohol in them. So yeah, they pretty much got you covered for the summer at Hollywood and Dine. And before we jump into the gift shops to check out some merch, look at this. They have an all-new Jaws photo op by Waterworld. Well, actually, it's made a comeback because they used to have the Jaws photo op here at the park a long time ago. And then it made a return for the 60th anniversary, the studio tour. And now, yeah, it's back again for Mega Movie Summer. Okay, my sunburn is at its peak right now, so that means we're gonna wrap things up at the gift shop and then head on out. Ah, yes, the shade. And look at this. They have an awesome Jaws 50th anniversary display here in the Universal Studios store. We have shirts, hats, glasses. I don't know about glasses, but cups. Got like a little lunch pail. We have plush. Dang, some of this stuff looks really good. Oh, hey, look at these. Jaws Little People Collector. There you go. Ooh, and look at this. We have a Back to the Future display all set up with shot glasses and mugs. And this jacket right here. Then we have some t-shirts and button-ups, Spirit jerseys. Spirit jersey is actually kind of cool. And then they also have a Jurassic World display for the new movie. A bunch of merchandise to coincide with that, including this cute little baby dinosaur. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Universal Studios Hollywood or some of your other favorite theme parks, well, you should consider subscribing because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. Also, a huge shout out to Universal for inviting me out to check out some of the Mega Movie summer festivities and, of course, the Fast and the Furious roller coaster car. That was so cool to finally see up close in person, and I'm just that much more excited for the ride to open up in 2026. The link to my Instagram account, my X account, and to directly support the channel will be down below in the description. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.